Even the fiercest creatures need moments of rest. A lion may be the king of the jungle, but it spends much of its time resting. This quote reminds us that rest is not weakness. It is part of the natural rhythm of strength. Just like animals, we too need to pause, reflect, and recharge. Rest is a strategy, not a setback. It allows us to recover and return with more clarity and energy. Even the strongest need downtime to maintain their power. In the stillness of the forest, the soul finds its voice. Nature's silence isn't empty, it's full of calm clarity. This quote encourages us to slow down and listen to our inner selves. Like the quiet woods, we must create space in our minds to reconnect with peace. In that quiet, our most honest thoughts rise to the surface. Stillness isn't absence, it's presence amplified. It allows us to hear what we've been too busy to notice. The river doesn't rush, yet everything gets done. Inspired by nature's flow, this quote is a lesson in patience and trust. The river never forces its path, yet it carves mountains. Likewise, we grow steadily and surely when we let life flow without panic. True progress often looks calm on the surface, but beneath is persistence. This quote teaches us the value of grace under pressure and consistent effort over urgency. Every sunrise is nature's way of saying, "Try again." Each morning brings a new beginning. This quote reminds us that life is full of second chances and natural renewals. Like the sun, we rise again, regardless of yesterday's storms. The darkness doesn't last forever. This quote is about hope, resilience, and the endless opportunities life offers if we're open to them. A wolf may walk alone, but it is never lost. There is strength in solitude. This quote celebrates independence and inner direction. Like the lone wolf, we must trust our instincts and journey bravely through the unknown. Being alone doesn't mean being wrong or misguided. It can mean you're simply following a path no one else has discovered yet. The sky doesn't compete with the sea, it mirrors it. Nature shows us the beauty of harmony, not comparison. This quote reflects the peace that comes when we stop competing and start embracing our own place in the world. Just as the sky and sea reflect each other in calm unity, we too can reflect peace instead of rivalry when we accept ourselves. Nature shows us the beauty of harmony, not comparison. This quote reflects the peace that comes when we stop competing and start embracing our own place in the world. Just as the sky and sea reflect each other in calm unity, we too can reflect peace instead of rivalry when we accept ourselves. Nature shows us the beauty of harmony, not comparison. This quote reflects the peace that comes when we stop competing and start embracing our own place in the world. Just as the sky and sea reflect each other in calm unity, we too can reflect peace instead of rivalry when we accept ourselves. Just because someone is quiet doesn't mean they lack power. Stillness often reveals the most profound depths, like lakes and souls. This quote speaks to the strength in calmness and presence. It suggests that true wisdom and courage don't always make noise. They live in reflection, thought, and patience. Nature doesn't hurry, yet everything blooms. Inspired by Lao Tzu, this quote highlights the patient process of growth. Like flowers, we bloom in our own time. It's a reminder to respect our pace and trust our journey. Rushing doesn't create better results, just more stress. Growth that is gradual is often more stable and lasting. A single leaf can teach the value of letting go. As leaves fall in autumn, they let go with grace. This quote reminds us that sometimes the most powerful step forward is surrendering what no longer serves us. Whether it's fear, pain, or expectations, letting go can be an act of strength and freedom. Owls don't shout, their wisdom is quiet. Wisdom doesn't need volume. Like owls, true knowledge comes with calm observation. This quote is a lesson in humility, depth, and the strength of quiet confidence. It reminds us to speak with purpose and to listen more than we speak, because understanding is often found in silence. When the wind blows, some build walls, others fly. Challenges are inevitable, but our response is our power. Like birds that ride the wind, this quote encourages resilience, adaptability, and the courage to soar. Obstacles can either be barriers or wings. It depends on our mindset. The wind is the same, but our reaction changes the outcome. The mountains stay grounded, even when storms rage. This quote teaches emotional stability and inner peace. Like mountains, we too can remain rooted and strong, even when life throws its hardest trials. It's about being unshaken, having values and boundaries that weather even the toughest days. The deer doesn't run to prove speed, it runs when it must. Not every action needs an audience. This quote reminds us to move from purpose, not pressure. Like the deer, we preserve our energy until it truly matters. It's a message about intention over reaction and conserving strength for what's meaningful. Beauty isn't loud, it's in the way light touches the trees. True beauty lies in subtlety and presence. This quote invites us to appreciate the quiet, unnoticed moments, like golden sunlight on leaves, that bring the most peace. It challenges the idea that beauty must be bold to be seen. Softness has its own power. A turtle reaches not by speed, but by steady heart. Persistence beats haste. Like the turtle, we don't need to rush to win. We just need to keep moving forward, one sure step at a time. This quote teaches us about focus, endurance, and trusting the process, even if we're not the fastest. Clouds drift not because they're lost, but because they are free. Freedom often looks like aimlessness to the untrained eye. This quote reminds us that wandering doesn't mean being lost. It can mean embracing the flow of life. Like clouds, we can let go of control and still find beauty in movement and change. The bee works in silence, yet the world depends on it. Small actions, quietly done, often have the biggest impact. This quote honors those who work without recognition but with purpose. Like the bee, your quiet contributions matter more than you know. The wind touches everything, yet holds on to nothing. This quote teaches detachment with grace. The wind's beauty lies in its freedom. It reminds us to be present, to impact the world, but to avoid clinging too tightly. Letting go doesn't lessen connection, it deepens it. The stars shine, not by shouting, but simply by being. Stars don't demand attention, yet they light up the night sky. This quote is a reminder that your value doesn't come from noise or show. It comes from presence, consistency, and authenticity. Animals don't pretend, they live truthfully. Animals express their emotions without masks. This quote invites us to live more authentically, to shed the layers of performance and return to our raw, honest selves. There is peace in truth, and animals show us how to live it every day. Rain doesn't ask permission to fall, it just comes to nourish. This quote reminds us to offer our gifts to the world without waiting for approval. Like rain, we should express ourselves honestly and generously, knowing that our presence can help others grow, even if they don't always understand it right away. A butterfly never doubts its wings, it simply flies. Self-doubt is a human invention. This quote teaches us to trust our growth, to honor how far we've come. Like the butterfly, we may emerge fragile, but we are born to soar. Confidence doesn't come from proving ourselves, it comes from being ourselves. Perfection is not a requirement for impact. This quote reminds us that we can be valuable, beautiful, and inspiring even when we're not at our best. The moon teaches us to show up regardless of the phase we're in. A bear hibernates, not because it's weak, but because it's wise. This quote honors the natural cycles of rest and retreat. It's a reminder that sometimes we must slow down, go inward, and recharge. True strength respects the seasons of pause. Hibernation is preparation, not defeat. The ocean accepts all rivers. It welcomes, not judges. This quote celebrates openness and compassion. Like the sea, we can learn to receive others as they are. Acceptance doesn't mean losing yourself. It means expanding to hold more love, more stories, more life. No tree grows overnight, but it still reaches the sky. Growth takes time, and that's okay. This quote teaches patience and vision. Trees remind us that greatness is built slowly, with deep roots and quiet perseverance. You may not see change daily, but one day, you'll look back and see how tall you've become. The eagle doesn't fear the storm, it uses it to rise. Challenges aren't meant to break us, they're meant to lift us. This quote reminds us to embrace discomfort as fuel. Like the eagle, we can ride the winds of struggle to soar higher than we imagined. Moss grows slowly, but it softens even the hardest stone. Gentle things have great power. This quote shows that consistent kindness, even in small doses, can change even the coldest hearts. Patience and love leave their mark over time. The fox doesn't rush, but it always finds its way. Cleverness often works in silence and observation. This quote encourages strategy over speed and trusting your instincts. Like the fox, your quiet steps can still lead you to powerful places. When birds sing at dawn, they aren't loud, they're hopeful. Morning birds don't shout, they whisper life into a new day. This quote is about beginning again with optimism. Their soft songs are reminders that every day deserves a peaceful, purposeful start.